Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Brunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Bunch.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Bunch UK. Leigh, tell them what we have on the menu.
Kebab and chips and fish and chips and a large sausage. Yay, and chips. Did I mention chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright, and chips. Just making
3
sure we get in
times
there.
now.
5 times, chips.
Diet Coke.
Yep, so that's what we've got for dinner.
Diet Coke.
We weren't going to have this today. We was meant to be making dinner, but time got ahead of us. We lost time, and we figured we ain't got a time machine to wind back in time. Let's order takeout. That's what they call it in America, isn't it? Takeout. We call it fast food. Takeaway.
Yeah, we call it takeaway.
Yes, and
I look as pale as heck on this lighting, but I'm actually not.
The lovely Uber Eats give us a voucher. It's like, if you order some food, we'll give you 15 quid. I was like, thank you. I ain't going to complain. Shame restaurants don't do them sort of offers.
Mm.
I'll be eating out
I've tried a new place today. So who knows? Leigh, for the first time, he's going to try chip shop curry sauce today. Because he never has. He's only ever tried curry sauce.
I have.
You haven't?
I
never
have.
had chip shop
How
one?
the hell would you know what I've done in my
You
life?
never would have had that.
I've done lots of stuff in my life you don't know
This
about.
is Tears curry sauce, but I've bought, she poured a little bit, so try it.
Alright, let's try a bit of the curry sauce. Curry sauce. I've tried it.
You've not tried chip shop one?
I have. That smells nice. When I was a kid, there was a chip shop local to us. They brought out curry sauce. I never used to like it back then. And I remember you'd walk in and that's all you could smell.
Yeah, ours was the same.
Whereas years before that, all you could smell was fish and chips. But then all you could smell was curry sauce, weren't it, for a while, which was really odd.
So you've never actually had chip
I
shop,
have.
have you? Have you?
Yeah, I keep telling
When you was young?
No, when I was young, like as an adult at one time, like I don't know when.
Not whilst you've been with me.
I don't know, maybe I didn't.
Because you never even ate curry until...
I know, but it's debatable.
You wouldn't have turned around and said, I'm going to have chip shop curry sauce.
I've got sweet chilli sauce on there. Add a bit more. It's only a mild one, so we'll whack a bit more in.
Is that the one we got the other day?
I'll say that, I'm going to regret it in a minute. This is Blue Dragon.
Because I can tell you an amazing recipe to do with that.
Yeah, well, tell them when I'm not eating the kebab. Hopefully, I've don't make that too hot. How is everyone, by the way? Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. Head over to our other channel, Munch's Delights. Have a whinge in the comments if you want to have a go at me about something or other. Most people do.
I've got an amazing true crime story coming up for you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, should have been today, but we want to enjoy our food. Our name does the true crimes. She doesn't really get a chance to enjoy the food as much because she does a lot of talking. So we'll do that on Thursday. And
I'm not kidding you guys. This one is told you about.
She told me a little bit. I don't know all of it. The bit she's told me though, I wouldn't have messed with this person back in the day.
Nope. Brilliant. And what you guys having for dinner this evening? Put in the comments what you're having. Might be even better than ours. What do you reckon?
Chips are alright. They're different to normal, like normal chip shop chips. I don't know the differences. They don't taste like normal chip shop chips. I don't know. There's something different about it. Anyways.
It's the way they're cooked.
We're going to try a new section of the video in a minute that I don't know about yet.
Am I?
Yeah, it's called Leigh's Free. I can't say free. You say free for me, Anne. So Leigh's...
3.
Yeah, like she said. Articles of the day. So basically, I've got some articles. I'm going to read like really stupid articles I found on the news.
Oh, that's good.
I'm going to read them out and we'll have a little chat about them and how ridiculous they are.
Right.
In just a moment, once we got stuck into this kebab. Get there. I've got ketchup on it. Should I stick some of that? Nah.
I should just try it.
I like ketchup to dunking now.
You know, I never used to like the chip shop curry sauce. But now I think it's actually really, really nice.
You should do a curry sauce and mushy pea dip.
Alright.
Let's see how that comes out.
What should I go first?
I mean, they don't like mushy peas, just like green paint to me. Where's the peas? Looks like in them cheesy horror films where the blood is actually just like red paint. It looks like that is just green paint rather than mushy peas. Yeah, it's too green for me.
That's fine.
You like it? I don't do it.
Tastes like nice peas. Actually, really nice. Nice taste.
It does, but where's the pea? It just feels like mush to me. You got the mushy, you ain't got the peas.
You have got the pea, look.
Is it down London? Mushy peas are a big thing. Curry sauce isn't.
Don't do peas. Don't do curry sauce.
Alright.
I think it's up north.
No.
You know, where Peter Kay was like,
That is good.
don't do peas. I don't know, I just thought it was an everywhere thing, peas and curry sauce.
No, it's not down. It's different everywhere. Like, you go right up north to Scotland. There's a lot of battered stuff, like battered Mars bars and stuff.
Well,
And haggis.
yeah.
Whereas down here, you don't really get that sort of stuff.
Down Devon, they do a battered Mars bar there.
I heard it once. I went to Scotland on holiday. My mum and dad split up. And me and her used to go on like the odd holiday and stuff for a couple of years. It weren't the same. I felt right bad for her because she didn't drive, so we just had to sort of catch buses everywhere. I went up to Scotland one year when I met Aim.
Come on.
It must have been in the May because I moved down here in the June. We're in the May, I think.
No, you didn't. Went in the March.
I thought it was the May.
Your mum's birthday.
All right. Well, the weather was crap, and I just met Aim. And I wanted to talk to Aim every day on the phone.
Yeah.
And my mum was like, should we go out to the club? Should we go down? I just want to stay in more. I just want to stay on the phone. So it was a horrible holiday for my mum, the poor sod.
Yeah.
Last one I ever had with her. I feel really bad about it looking back. But I did get a battered Mars bar there. They had a chip shop.
Did ya?
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was like a Mars bar battered. Pretty much.
You can't ask you anything.
Me and T did it years ago. Remember like battering things was a big thing on the internet. Like these young lads you watch. American lads.
What?
Yeah. And T started watching. I said, oh, should we try it, T? I think we battered like, I can't remember if it's like a donut or...
Battered loads of things.
We did batter a few things. I didn't like it. I just don't think I did it very well. Have you ever battered anything other than maybe like someone in school? If you ever had a fight?
Do you remember that on the school playground? Our playground was quite big. And if there was ever a fight, you'd be like, fight! And the whole school congregated.
As you came out of our high school. I mean, they wait till they come out so that the teachers won't get involved. But literally, you had like our school here, and they'd fight like right there, about not even 30 seconds away from the bloody school.
No.
And the teachers would still quite bloody separate.
And it's like our school was allowed to do it within so many streets, I think.
What, your school used to like have a fight club?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, you're basically saying your school allowed
the teachers was allowed to go out within so many streets and stop it.
No. Well, they might have done around Ireland, I don't know, but we had a few fights. We had a local school to us, and they were all like, yeah, there's a big rivalry with them. I never really saw the rivalry. I think it was blown up into a lot of waffle.
Ours wasn't. Ours was rivalry. There was fights and all sorts against both schools. Tia's and mine. Big time.
Imagine if Tia wasn't your daughter, but like, Tia was still Tia, and she was like our age, and you like had a rivalry with her when you was back in school.
True, but Tia wouldn't have been like that. Tia isn't like that, though, is she?
No.
However, most of my best friends growing up and even now are from my rival school.
Did any of you ever get into fights in high school? It wasn't the best. I got into a couple.
No.
I remember, not by choice, I was just defending myself. So there was a couple of lads who was like a year younger than me, or maybe even 2 years younger, but they were big for their age. And I was in the corridor on my own, mind my own business, because my mates weren't around, they was doing something else, so they was off school. And these lads started pushing his mate into me. I was like, what the hell? He kept pushing him over and over again into me. I used to wear glasses, and I was like, I didn't like to fight, so I wore glasses.
I wouldn't like to fight anyway, my God.
No, I hate fighting. He kept pushing and pushing this lad into me. You know, he was sort of like being pushed and jumping into me. I was like, what the hell are you doing, you knobhead? Pushed him away a couple of times. I said, just pack it in. He did it again. And I got angry, and I hit him. And well, they said I broke his nose. I don't know if I actually did or not. But I got right wound up because they broke my glasses. And then all hell broke loose. And then I had about a nightmare 2 years at school. So his sister, the lad who I'd hit, his sister was in my year. And she was, you didn't mess with her basically. And I used to get on with her great at the time. And then she'd come in one day, why did you hit my brother? I was like, oh, for God's sake, not as your brother, did I? And that was it after that. Really awkward.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
I don't know what you're getting at. But anyway, funnily enough, I know her name. It's Stacey. And obviously I'm not going to mention last names. And for some reason or other, it got kind of pushed to where she wanted to have a scrap with me. And me being me, I was deciding that I was like, one, you touch my face, I will completely destroy you. And two, I haven't got an issue. What's your issue? This is in front of the whole of the school. I was like, what's your issue exactly? What is your problem? Like, why exactly do you want to have a fight for? And she was just dumbfounded. She couldn't answer. Upon me, she goes, go on then. And what are you saying? You think that? And I just went, what is your problem? Can you actually come up with a constructive answer as to why you've got a problem and you want to have a fight with me?
But you had it easier in high school, didn't you? Because basically, you went out with one of the hardest lads in school.
Yeah.
Quint, who's our friend now, and Tia's dad name's X, is now and was then a big lad. No, strong lad. So I've told this before. I didn't have to worry about anything because if anything happened, I'd just say, Quint. And I didn't have that option. I wasn't going out with Big Bertha when I was in high school. I could have gone out with a big strong woman, but it's not very attractive, is it, a big strong woman? No, I mean, like, muscles and stuff.
No.
Some people like muscly women. I can't say I'm that attracted to it. Remember when I was a kid, we were around my dad's mates with my dad, and it was my mate's dad. So me and my mate was like young kids. One night, my mum and dad were there, and his mum and dad, and they was flicked through the channels. Oops. Like 11 o'clock at night. This was before bloody Virgin Media and Sky and all that stuff.
Terrible.
It was just normal channels back then, 1 to 5. And one of these channels is my dad's mate found like World Bodybuilding Championships. I was sitting there watching these blokes flex their muscles like this and flex their legs and all this waffle. And then they brought out the women. I was like, what's going on here? I was like 5 or 6 years old. I'd only seen my mum, and she were a muscly lady. And there's like women with muscles. Wrong with muscly women? There isn't anything wrong with it. I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying it's definitely a taste, an acquired taste in what you find attractive and not attractive.
I don't know.
If you find muscly women attractive, to you, fair play to you. It's not for me personally. But then some women don't find skinny blokes like me attractive.
And some people say, well, I'm fat. Do you really like that? It doesn't matter, does it? At the end of the day.
The problem is here. You're that scared now, getting people having a whinge at us. You're like, Leigh, just don't keep saying stuff.
Nah, to be honest, I don't care less. Because I'll tell you now, when I have got something to say, I'll say it. But I can't be bothered. But, however, going back to the school thing, like, when I was in school, and Leigh confirmed this, the lads in my school were huge.
No, you've shown him like high school pictures.
And he's met another one of these people, haven't you? Like, yeah. And they're
like grown men.
Yeah, they're like grown men, you know. And one of them he met down my school as well, for another reason. These are like people you wouldn't necessarily want to F about with, if you know what I mean. Like, if you ticked them off, you'd know about it. And there was physically like grown men as well. So obviously, to me, Quint now doesn't look any different.
No, he won't do now.
No, but you know what I mean, like but people didn't want to mess with Quint, to be honest.
But when I was in high school, when you go into high school, Christ, the amount of stories I was told. My mum was the worst. I've told you this before, I think. Like, you know when you get scared by people say, oh, when you go into big school, like high school, or maybe you're in America, and then it's like seconds, I don't know what the hell they call it in America. And they give you like these stories to scare you. My mum used to say, careful, don't flush your head down the toilet. I thought, is that something that happens, Mum? It does, yeah. Thankfully, that was something that happened in the 70s. Not when I went. And, you'll have to do a medical. Well, what the hell's that, Mum?
They did used to do these.
Not when I was in high school, thankfully. No. Yeah, well, you stand in front of all your friends in PE, naked, and you're meant to bend over and cough.
No, they grab your balls.
Well, whatever. I was like, eh? I was in year 6. That doesn't happen in primary school. Why does it happen in high school? Thank Christ it didn't.
I'll tell you what I was thinking about the other day, though. We used to have things called PSHE days. But I remember the one, and, like, had these letters, like, give this to your parents or whatever. It's sex education. Oh, my God. My mum was like, now, listen. You've got to listen to... I was like, Mum, I am not discussing this with you. I don't even want to go. Can I have the day off?
Bloody hell.
Things was extreme then. Putting a condom on a cucumber and I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't given no cucumber. I was just told to take it home and use it.
We were given all sorts of things, but people had to demonstrate.
I went over. I didn't have a girlfriend at the time, and I got it on with a girl at the time. But I had a couple of mates who did, a couple of lads, and was in like year 9 or year 9, I think was in. And over from where I lived, where our school was, there was a park, and in the park there was like a big building. I didn't know what the building was for. It was just a building as far as I was aware. It turned out they used to run a clinic there, like for teenagers, which I never knew what about, but they knew all about it. It's like, we're going to the clinic. What for? To get some condoms. So, oh, okay, yeah, well, I don't need them, so I'll go home now. No, come with us,
we all
Leigh.
did that. It was called Snow. Go and get a bag of free condoms.
Yeah, but come with us, Leigh. Why? Because we're getting some. But I don't have a girlfriend. Don't matter, you never know when you might need them. I had these like 10 years.
Wasn't this like a novelty thing having them? Like, wow.
Yeah. I was that naive. I was like 14 at the time, and I had it still on my wardrobe from when I was a kid. Because you know you got toys when you're a young kid, you don't really get rid of them. I had a teddy bear from when I was a young kid, which you used to put your pyjamas in. You'd unzip it, put your pyjamas in there.
I used to have one of them.
Yeah, so I stuck the condoms in the teddy bear. I was like 14 years old. They're probably still there now. I never ended up using them.
Your mum still got that in a box packed away.
Probably has. I never used them.
Like, no word of a lie. That was the most embarrassing thing ever to me. Oh my God.
I wasn't embarrassed about it. I thought it was fun.
No, because the boy I really, I can't obviously mention his name.
But you weren't asked to do anything with him, mate.
No, but the boy I really fancied was on the next table to me, like, right, it was to the right.
How the hell's that embarrassing now?
Because they was talking about things, and I was looking at him, and, you know.
Oh, bloody hell, you lot was a bit frisky in your school for what you told me anyways. Not in my school we weren't. Closest you got to a snog was kissing a frog during biology.
Oh, no, I was just behind the what was it called now? Behind the AstroTurf. No, and you got, and if do you want to meet at the AstroTurf after school? And you knew what that meant. It meant have a kiss.
I heard a story years ago. It was way more like grown up than what we were doing in school. Way more stupid. Bloody hell, sorry.
Don't forget your 3 article things.
Yeah, I'm going to get onto that. But there was a school when I was a kid. Well, when we was together, me and Aim. And apparently they were swapping, not in swapping keys, but they'd swap boys and girls each day. So it's like me and Aim were in high school. One day we'd be together. Like you said, right, tonight no. You two, you just pull a name out of an hat. Right, Bert and Pepper Pig, yeah? Bert and Pepper, you two are going to get it on tonight. Then tomorrow it might be Peppa Pig and bloody Billy. They just swap between the whole class. Everyone slept with everyone by the end of the month. And then you move on to a different class.
This is where it moves on to dangerous
This is where the clap starts.
No, it moves into dangerous territory then because, right, it's like all the texting thing. So, I don't know if it was Snapchat, but there was something where it would show your exact location of where you was, and then it was like that kind of time zone where like doing that, swapping, like classmates. That's peer pressure for one. 2, it was like they felt like they got to do it. I know it was like a real.
What does that got to do with an address or location?
Because like. That was the time that I remember things are getting quite dangerous with social media and Facebook and like, say for instance, with bullying and pressuring to do things to see where your location was and things like that. It was getting a bit too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't do any of that crap when I was a kid. I'm glad when we were teenagers, like you didn't really have if I had the internet when I was a kid, which was we did.
You probably wouldn't get into half the trouble you did.
What do you mean?
Well, if you'd have had the internet, like, as free as you can get it now, you wouldn't have gone smashing up lampposts.
Yeah, I did get up to some silliness. And then when I was older, I stayed in a lot, just watching the internet late at night. But if I'd had that when I was younger, then I'd have stayed in watching the internet late at night, and I probably wouldn't have been getting up to all sorts of mischief. And stealing my mum's catalogues. When you're really young as a lad. If you're a lad, you know you did it. Guaranteed they did. Every lad did it when they were young.
Do you mean like the Littlewoods?
Yeah, the Littlewoods. The underwear section and the swimming costume section.
I don't think you should admit that.
Trust me, lads used to do it.
Can I ask you, what kind of friends was hanging about you that actually admitted that embarrassment?
It's just a fact. I've heard a comedian tell about it a while back, and he said about it. I know it's true because I remember those days. Because this was before you could buy magazines. You had no internet. You're a young lad, and whatever. Anyways, trust me, it's a fact. Just because you were able to get lads time, I was able to get a lad if I wanted one. I could get a lad or a lass. To our free, it's meant for the side eye, I'm not looking over at the curtain. We're on to our free article. I can't say the fucking word. The
3!
Yeah, that one. Articles. And actually, I've done
Come on, MasterChef's on tonight.
I've done that 4. Right, we're going to read them out, and some of them, we're not even going to talk about some because some of that ridiculous. My point is, and the reason we're doing this is, some people will sell their stories to the papers for anything. And the papers buy them. This is the crap you buy when you pay 70p for a newspaper. So this is from the Daily Mirror. Now, this happened to me in the shops before, but I would never run to the Daily Mirror and sell my story. Marks and Spencer's charged a lady £1,599 for a bunch of bananas. Obviously, they didn't charge her that. The bloke typed in rather than £1.59, he kept putting bloody 9s.
What annoys me about that is why would the Daily Mirror even accept that as a story?
Exactly.
And why would the woman think, haha, that's so good, I'm going to go to the Daily Mirror?
Well, I yesterday went to buy Ames wine and I handed over £12 and it was actually £10.98.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean? That's what your wine comes to, £10.98 for 2 bottles.
You've been charging me £12?
So yesterday I went and bought Ames wine. It was £10.98. I handed over £12. The lady gave me 2p. I was like, 2p? That ain't right. It should be £1 2p. So I went to the lady. Excuse me. I don't know her name, but I should do because I see her every other weekend. Anyways, she owed me £1. I said, sorry, love. And she said, oh, here you go. Here's your £1. I did not run to the Daily Mirror. It's like, Dorothy at my drink shop didn't give me back my £1. This person felt it necessary. A young woman recently popped into Marx's on her way to work to grab a few bits for the day. But she was left gobsmacked. Oh! When she saw the total of her receipt. But no, she didn't see the total of her receipt. Let's be honest about it. For you to get a receipt, that means you've already paid for the items. I very much doubt she had 1,600 quid in her bank and she handed it over.
Payment.
I don't know, you only have to be 45 quid on that. That's it. There's a maximum of it at Tesco.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I know when we're in like Asda or Sainsbury's and it comes to 100 and odd quid and they're like, you can't do contactless without putting your PIN in if it's over.
I never know the PIN number.
And you forget every time you do. And then I'm standing there like, oh God, we've just bagged up all the shopping when he forgets the PIN number and I literally would run off. That's it.
Cheers, Anne.
I'm sorry, the embarrassment's too much.
How's your fish?
Not good.
No.
I understand now why I pay for that one. I won't be having this again.
Well, the one down our normal shop, £7 just for a fish. That was like £4.60. The kebabs are always £6.50. This was £4.
That is better than there. But this isn't.
This is definitely the place to go for a kebab for certain.
Even if it's just a kebab, like. This is dry. Your batter's really, really soggy.
That's a shame. And the chips are a bit poo.
The chips are horrendous. But the other one, the fish, just breaks apart.
Yeah. We need to get them to sort of go into business together. So they can provide the fish and chips. They can provide the kebabs. Do as a deal. Happy days. Right. Second article. Some people are just too easily offended. I honestly think so. So, this lady's at work. She's minding her own business. She's got dodgy eyebrows. Like, literally, she's got them stick-on things like that Ames used in the past.
I have never used stick-on eyebrows.
Have you not? I found one a while back on the floor.
That's an eyelash.
That's the one. Was this? That's what it was, an eyelash, not an eyebrow. My bad.
I'm sorry, Lee. I'm really cross
Will you
right
stop
now.
banging the table, woman? It cost you 50 quid.
You just give them the impression I've never used
I don't
stick-on eyebrows in my life.
Can you get him? I don't
yes.
know. Well, I thought eyelashes, my bad. So, this woman's at work, she puts her food down or her food's in the fridge. Someone doesn't want to offend her and say, your eyelashes look crap, love. So they write her a note. A little post-it note, and they say on the note, your right eyelash is coming off. So the woman can go for her sandwich. Oh, thank you. I wish I knew that was. I'll go to the bathroom, correct my eyelash. Sorted. This woman got offended by this, went on TikTok, posted, said, I am really annoyed about this. This is passive-aggressive behaviour. She warned me, or he warned me, my eyelash was coming off. I'm so upset. What? Who the hell needs all this aggression in their life? Why does it have to be passive-aggressive? Someone's doing you a favour, love. You got dodgy, sodden eyelashes. They're paying you a compliment to help you out. Or not a compliment, they're giving you advice. Could have let you carry on looking stupid.
That's, you know what?
But again, the papers wrote about it.
I don't know the mentality of some of these people, but if I saw my friend, I'd go, babe, your eyelash is coming off on the end. Do you want to just go and sort it out? I wouldn't have an issue going, let's say you was my friend. Don't be silly, okay?
Right. I'll try.
I'd say, say this was us, just having lunch break. Oh, so can't with you. You're just too much. I'd say, oh.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
It's just you in general. I'd just say, hey babe, your eyelashes coming off on the edge.
Oh, darling, thank you. I'll just pop to the bathroom and sort it out. And then I'll go on TikTok like that. This bitch at work being over passive-aggressive on me, correcting me in my eyelashes. Who the frig do you think she is? Claudia Buddy Winkleman. That's what I'd do.
What?
Because she's got big hair. Just reminds me of eyelashes. If you want advice on fringes, look at Claudia Winkleman. That gets bigger every day. Anyway, nobody corrects on that one now, does they? Do they?
It looks nice.
I agree, but it does look a little bit like the dog in Magic Roundabout, the one that's got fur coming down to the ground. What's he called? Dougal. Looks a bit like Dougal. And that's not been... I like Claudia Winkleman. I used to like the film show she did years back. I shouldn't do it in a while.
Film 24.
Yeah, film, whatever, review thing. That was really good. But her fringe, if it gets any longer, like, she'll probably tuck it into a waistband at the front. Anyway, next article. Goats, rather. Remember back during lockdown, there was them goats in Wales. There's always goats in Wales. But these are like wandering around the shops and stuff.
Yorkshire.
Yeah, well, these ones are in Wales. These goats have now moved from hotels and restaurants. They've been seen queuing up at Primark.
Oh.
Look. The goats at Primark. They have. Look, it's an article. Must be real. Goats outside Primark in this part of Wales. And this bloke wrote and he's like, oh, you'll never believe what I've seen today. The goats have moved from restaurants to Primark.
Where are they from?
The Welsh goats. I can't do a Welsh goat accent.
You're in Yorkshire.
I can only do a northern goat accent. I can't do a Welsh one.
Wrong area, love.
Yeah, so they've been seen outside Primark. The article says the goats don't realise they're going to have to wait a bit longer for retail therapy as Primark's still bloody shut. So we should have told the goats, poor things.
Yeah. 12th of April.
Well, they've got a bit of a wait then, haven't they? About 2-3 weeks. Sorry, goats. Billy Goat. And the last article we have... Actually, no, it's not the last one. You know that time we was decorating the bedroom and we moved the wardrobe and we found a manhole underneath the wardrobe and then we went down the manhole and it led to a bomb shelter and an abandoned food store? No, it's never happened to us, has it?
No, but the woman...
It happened to this woman in California. How the hell you just find that in your bedroom? I don't know. Maybe they don't do the...
It's like Candyman.
Well, it's not. It was a bomb shelter and an abandoned food
store.
Oh,
I thought you was telling the story about the woman who found an apartment behind her.
Oh, no, I've read a few of them stories. But this lady in California, so they were moving some drawers or a wardrobe, a bit of feng shui. They were thought, let's move it over there or whatever. And underneath there's a manhole cover. And apparently there's a lot of these in America, these manholes. And they moved the manhole cover. And underneath, it went down some steps. Bear in mind, this is in the house. Down the steps, and in there was a bomb shelter, and at the end of the bomb shelter there was an abandoned food store.
Yeah, but I can understand that because in the war they had these.
Would you not be a bit scared by, like, if you go out for the day and somebody might come in and just find that and go in and hide in there?
And do you know what other people say about this?
What?
Too many horror films. There was no one in the air raid shelter because, God forbid, if there was, there would have been alive since about 1920 odd, wouldn't he?
51.
1951. Wait. I'm thinking of Downton Abbey times.
It'd be good if me and you had an argument though. If we had one of them air raid shelters in the bedroom.
You could live in there.
Exactly.
I think you should move in the shed, to be honest. It's big enough.
It's an option. If you help me tidy it out, I'll move.
No, this is the thing. You claim to not be messy.
I don't claim to be that. Look at the state of me bloody side of my tray. The last article we have, and it's something I'm talking about the other day, but she mentioned about being in Spain.
No, wait a minute. Let me just finish this.
What? What, your sausage? I'm not stopping you.
I can't listen to that one.
It's only about rodents.
Yeah, I can't mix animals, creatures, or anything with food.
We're not.
No.
That's sausage. You're not eating mice.
You know what I mean? I can't talk about insects or rodents and things.
Well, your mouth's empty now.
You can, but that's just spoiling it, really.
Anyways, there's an infestation of jumbo mice in Australia. They didn't look that big to me, but this woman filmed outside her house, right? Just pulling up to the house, and look what I've seen outside, bloody house.
You see, we're back up north again now.
Northern Australia, exactly. There was like 200 or 300 mice just wandering around.
But they're actually more. The one farmer said it was like it's catching 600 a night.
Mm-hmm. And these are apparently jumbo ones, or not your normal little ones.
I watched it and it was actually there was people getting bitten in a hospital.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I mean, I was doing a job years ago, a garden job. It was a massive job, it was. And we had to lay some turf. It was like the size of a football pitch.
That's me, John, guys.
We had to lay this turf, and when we dug up the soil to turn it over and put all this stuff down, put the topsoil down, where the turf was going, there was a lot of field mice. And I filmed them to show it to Aim. There must have been about 40 or 50 mice living under this soil. I was like, what the hell are we going to do here? Because we've got to put grass on top of them. I felt really bad. And there was in and out. There was a little trail there, like there'd be one mice here, another one there, another one there. And they'd follow each other. Mice.
Plural.
Mice. You say mice, what you're on about?
Mouses, but it's a mouse. It is mouse. There's one mouse. And
which is your favourite story of what I've told you, Amy? Which one do you think's most daft?
Most definitely. Well, hang on. I think the goat one's good. I think the goat one needed to be in there because it's quite funny seeing them goats looking like they're waiting for a Primark to happen. However, what was the first one again?
Bananas. 1,600 quid.
I think that's a bit stupid. I think kicking off about the eyelash.
Yeah, people get way too angry.
To me, that's just stupid now. I mean, like, I'm not lying. People complain about the freaking most ridiculous things.
Yeah.
I have got zero tolerance for this bullshit. I cannot stand it. Literally, I'm not fuming. I'm actually going to write to the Daily Mirror about the fact someone had the audacity to help me out with my eyelashes. Me, I'm telling you now, guys, not today. We got barely anything on. You know me, I like makeup. If my eyelash was falling off, I'd be like, oh my God, thank you so much. I wouldn't want to look stupid like that in the slightest. Like, you can imagine, like, you know, girls or boys, you know, at the end, like, you know, when it comes off. The magnetic ones are brilliant, don't get me wrong, but if you want, like, full volume ones, it comes off. So you want to take your eye glue out with you just in case. I wouldn't write to the bloody Mirror. No,
they didn't write to him. They put it on their TikTok, and the Daily Mirror obviously seen it on TikTok and printed it. The problem is, though, the person who helped this woman out likely knows her, whether it's a colleague, well, it must be a colleague, possibly follows her on TikTok, is going to see this video on there, and the next time she's got a wonky bloody eyelash, she ain't going to help her out.
Well, that's her problem then, isn't it? You see, some people, they cut off the nose to spite the face.
But and back in the day, had you ever heard of passive-aggressive before the last couple of years?
Nothing's ever normal anymore. Let's face facts. Everything, you're in the wrong for everything, no matter what you do. I mean, you can't even discuss anything anymore without getting come for. Like, literally, I do not understand for the love of Mike why anybody would want to moan about eyelashes. I don't understand why the newspaper would really want to write about bananas, but I don't even think the woman probably would have been angry about the banana situation.
No.
But they found out some way, so she must have had a whinge on some platform.
But if you get paid for it, then tell it. So the next time you get charged...
See, all there was when we was kids was a programme called You've Been Framed. And if you captured a funny video when your dad had the video camera, they'd pay you 250 quid for a funny clip.
How many people hurt themselves, though, trying to capture one
No
on
word
purpose?
of a lie, guys. I'll tell you one quick thing. We was on holiday there once in like not like a chalet, someone like a big wooden thing. Anyway, me and my dad went off, and he got a Union Jack flag and he tied it round his neck for a bit of fun. Don't know why, it's my dad for you. We stormed off anyway. We're not stormed off.
Typical bloody British person on holiday.
My dad, yeah. Anyway, so we took some rich tea biscuits off down the lane. Not the lane, but it was like the field. So where like your chalet, say this is it. The chalet was like there, and me and my dad just went down the edge there to go and feed a goat a rich tea biscuit. Now this goat wasn't like, it was like them ones you saw outside Primark with the big horns.
That's a billy goat.
Oh, right, okay then. Well, that was one of them things anyway. Big horns, big goat. This wasn't like a baby goat, this is a big goat. My dad's like, come on, Amo. Come on, cook. Let's go feed the goats. I was like, all right, Dad. Let's go. Hop and skip and a jump off. I went, yay, we're going to see the animals. This goat was going, meh, meh. Really pissed off. He was fuming. Dad was like, come on, cook. Let's see. I went, I ain't doing it, Dad. Come on, gets me on. Come on, all right, then, where's the goat? The goat has the biscuit. My dad says, I don't think he's very meh at my dad, you know, proper. So I give him another bit as a biscuit. My dad said, come on then, let's go. And we split the last one in half. He said, yeah, Bab. We have that, right, okay. So I'm just sort of looking at the, as you do as a little girl, look at the butterflies. Oh, next thing you know, my dad's a little bit behind me. He's just looking at the stream or whatever. All I see is my dad zooming past on top of the goat's head with the flag over his face. Couldn't see a thing. Ah, shit. Ah. Then my mum, all my family was outside having a barbecue, and they just saw my dad on top of the goat. The goat had rammed him, and he's on the goat's head, like going along like that, all the way up. No one stopped him.
Just let him carry on.
Well, he jumped off eventually, but he went a good 20 foot up the thing.
20 foot's not that far, Bob.
It is when you're on top of a goat. Okay? So you just saw him going past, but because of the wind, the flag had blown the flag over his face, and he was just there holding on for dear life.
I'd love to have seen that.
But it's on camera at my aunties.
Yeah, but they're like videos you can't really watch unless you're getting converted. You don't like in the 80s, or the early 90s.
I know, it was gutted. It was just so funny.
When Barney, move away from the bloody camera stand. When my mum was a kid, I was quick to tell you something. Just because of my parents and stuff. My granddad, he used to be a bit of a bugger. He still is now. He still can't be controlled. Anyways, he took me out in the pram, and this is like back in the 60s. Mum was born in 1960, so like in the 60s. And he went past somewhere down by a park, and there was like a load of timber. I think it's like a building site. So, I'll have a bit of that. I'll see if I can sell it on. So he's picking up this timber, sticks it on his shoulder. The police come past or pull up. He legs it. Completely forgot my mum in the pram. Just left her behind. He ran all the way home. My grand's like, "Where's Jill, my mum?" Oh, he had to go back for it, didn't he? Thankfully, the police had carried on. Chased my granddad or whatever they'd done.
Probably gone right past, didn't even think nothing of it.
I didn't think anything of my granddad. He just thought they were coming after him. He has to go back and get my mum.
Sometimes, like when we actually look back at things when we was younger, people could get away with so much back then as opposed to now.
Definitely could. It's time to go, Imo, because these chips aren't going to get any tastier.
I'll be honest, I'm so good. I bet that goes with you. You had the takeaway, you're just like, this is rank. Now, every time we have chips, I say the same thing.
It's hard to get good chips. And the only good chips you will get round here, maybe like one or two places. The one place you can, you pay like £10 just for the chips. And that's the posh one.
There or there, that way.
The one we went to the restaurant of that time.
I don't know, I prefer that one down there.
We'll have to give it a go one time.
I like that. Do you know what? At the end of the day, actually, no, I just don't like them very much anymore. I'd rather have...
Kebab, that was the best one in ages.
Yeah, that one, we'll get it from there next time. But the fish was awful.
Sorry about it, kid.
The fish was awful. So we'll take off the bottom and break it off for the dogs.
Yeah, why not? Okay, Mo, take us away, baby.
Anyway, remember to be kind, remember to be nice. Comment, share, like and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Check out our Instagram, check out our Munchies Delight channel, and also check out the community tab because sometimes Leigh does post on there.
Also, make sure you check out our video of this coming up later in the week, where we'll be doing Aim's True Crime series continued.
Yeah, ow, I just had a really sharp pain on my head, and the guys were just, I was just like, listen, you will see this before that video. Go and make sure the next video you watch will be that one. It is a belter. It is really good. And I'll tell you the lady as well who I heard the story of, and she's a makeup artist on Facebook, and I will tell you her name because she does some amazing crime videos on Facebook. I can't even tell you how many great ones I've heard. So this is from her. And also, don't eat it, don't watch it if you've got a blood issue. You're scared of all things scary.
Okay.
Blood-wise.
Okay. Right, guys, thank you.
What a letdown.
They are. See you later.
Bye.